Hi there, I'm Aaron with an A, and I would like to talk a little bit about how LeftTube treats ContraPoints. Now, I have not always been a leftist. I was raised a conservative, then I became liberal for a while, and then eventually, there's, of course, Bernie Sanders, but, like, I still wasn't quite there. But, and my friends brought me to the DSA. I heard them talk about actual leftism and, socialism, communism, anarchy, and I made my own decisions. I didn't know what they meant, but I was excited and intrigued. I was excited and intrigued to learn about this whole new thing I'd never heard about. And that led me to Contrapoints, to LeftTube. But here's the problem. You see, Contrapoints isn't perfect. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to see that. I didn't mean to say that. Please don't murder me. No, it's cool. It's cool. But for real, I feel like everybody overestimates Contrapoints, and she gets a too many bit of praises. I'm sorry. I can't speak very good. Basically, if you looked at her Twitter recently, there's a lot of ranting about how she's in the wrong generation. I'm friends with a lot of Gen Z trans people, and I'm often grouped with them because I'm very online and I transitioned not that long ago. But my experience is very different. I'm not a Vanguard Zoomer tran. I sometimes feel like I'm the last of the old school transsexuals. She said that. And I have a problem with that. Now, I'm non-binary. I'm a gender fluid trans guy. I'm a demi guy. I'm the epitome of a snowflake SJW trans Zoomer or whatever it's fucking called. I have a problem with that. You see, earlier it all started from her complaining about hyper woke spaces asking you about your pronouns and how dysphoric it makes her feel when she has to say her pronouns when she much rather just be called it. Now, I hate to say this, but not everybody has their pronouns assumed correctly. I sure as hell don't. I get she, her, and heard all over the place. At work, at school, at home. And I brave it. You know how much I would like to be asked by cis people, where are these hyper woke cis people? Where these hyper woke cis people? Like, what's your name and pronouns? I'd be like, a gentleman and a scholar. Oh, tell me more. But for reals, it's like, how do you not understand that this is bad for non-binary people? Like, she got shit for that. Rightfully, I think. And I don't have a problem with it. Now, I hate that she's sort of become the authority of trans people everywhere and how she's sort of become the authority on leftism when sometimes she's not really a leftist. A lot of stances she takes are not very left leaning, they're very liberal. And a lot of times she uses like left leaning people as sort of a straw man, like Tabby, the aesthetic. I watched that and I was fine with it. I was like, oh, she's I'm Tabby. Tabby's not a straw man. What? No, my Contrapoints? No, Contrapoints is woke. Woke. She's woke queen. Yas queen. Yas queen. But it's not like that. And it's not like she ever apologizes. She's never really apologized. It's always like, no, I meant it like this. Or it's always like, well, what I was trying to say. Or you're expecting me to be a perfect? These are avoiding, like, taking any responsibility for what she does or says. And I don't think that's really cool. I don't think that's the best thing to do when you have an audience of people who depend on you, who see you as sort of an authority on information, and you're supposed to be like roping in the boys, you know, those radical boys. But you should know better. That's what I'm trying to say. You should know better. And I've been trying to workshop a video that's more eloquent, that's more factually based for my first video, and I guess this is going to be my first video. Because I feel like it needs to be said. She's held to such a high regard that I guess cis people don't really see this, or they don't really get it. But I think it's an important thing to address here. She is big. She has a lot of social capital, especially within leftist YouTube spaces. And I feel like she doesn't really apologize. She doesn't really take responsibility. And if I'm just another person just complaining, being like, you're not doing things right, and feel free to disregard me then. If you're gonna just disregard me, disregard me. But I don't think she's canceled. I definitely think she needs to listen to non-binary people, and she needs to listen to others about her stances, and because it's not like she's at the end of the day gonna be like hurt by this. I don't think so. She's fine. She's transitioned. I guess she is one of the last transsexuals, or should I say true scam? She's a true trans. Ooh, good for her. But I'd like to raise that I'd like to think she's well-meaning, and I like to think that she wants to hope for good, and I'd like to think that she inside is a good person. But first, I'm gonna need her to not just support non-binary people in theory. I need her to support them in action. Listen to non-binary people. It's clear you understand this. I saw your transgender video. I think it was relatively good. But you need to bring that into practice. You need to watch yourself. Part of having this power, part of having this much of a following is that you're going to mess up. And what would you want somebody to do with so much power? You want them to own it. So basically what I'm saying is own your shit. Thank you. Subscribe, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll set up a Patreon. Sorry, this is my first video. Have a good day.